if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
According to Barbie, she is the reason people are watching the WNBA. She is the reason that people are paying $16 to watch the Chicago Bravado play the Phoenix Masculines later today. What a matchup! The Bravado.
Angel Reese missing the top 10 in All-Star voting? Yeah, something's clearly broken. Either the universe glitched or voters finally saw her stat line without the TikTok filter. Fans are stunned, timelines are in meltdown mode, and the group chats, pure scorched earth. The hype train just derailed at full speed, and now everyone's pointing fingers. Was it performance fatigue? Media overexposure? Or did her jumpers scare the ballots away? One thing's clear, she's got all-star energy. But the votes told a different story. Let's unpack the drama, the shade, and the receipts. Buckle up, it's about to get messy.
The cap of caps. For the better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star. Some in the media even do investigative journalism and claim that Angel Reese is the face of the WNBA because she leads the league in followers on social media, along with missed layups and a complete lack of athleticism.
Angel Reese falling outside the top 10 in WNBA All-Star rankings isn't a shock. It's the plot twist everyone predicted before the credits even rolled. It's like watching a soap opera villain confess mid-heist. You know exactly how it ends, but it's still good TV. The bigger surprise? That people genuinely thought she had a shot at cracking the list. This wasn't a snub. It was the league giving a reality check, wrapped in voting receipts and silence.
One reason why Mr. Dennis Rodman never got the backlash that Miss Angel Reese is getting? Because there is no athlete in the history of sports that have come into a professional league and proclaimed themselves to be the best or to be the reason why people are watching this league now. No athlete has ever done that. Not even Caitlin Clark, which we know that is the reason why we watch the WNBA, but you never hear Caitlin Clark say, I am the reason why we are watching the WNBA. LeBron James came into the league. You know what they nicknamed him? They nicknamed him the King. He didn't give himself that nickname. They proclaimed him to be the next one. And what's crazy is in the beginning of LeBron James' career, they said he was too nice. They said he wasn't cocky enough. There's a thing that we love about great athletes. It's called humility. It's a modest or low view of one's importance.
Let's keep it real. Angel Reese's season has been shakier than a shopping cart with one busted wheel. Her only true consistency has been how wildly unpredictable her game is. Watch her highlights out of context, and you might mistake them for a blooper reel. Botched layups, clanked jumpers, and defensive rotations that resemble modern art more than basketball fundamentals. It's the kind of erratic play that has coaches pacing the sidelines like they're defusing a bomb. Every game feels like a gamble, and more often than not, fans are left scratching their heads instead of cheering.
It's garbage. Golly. Man, Angel Reese with a triple single, 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a minus 25. She was 1 for 1 from the field, and it was a three-pointer. She shot 100% from the field. She made a 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Terrible game. Minus 25. Man, the Sky, bro, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all like the punching bag between the Sky and the Connecticut Sun.
And the votes? Oh, they told the truth with brutal honesty. When the ballots came in and Angel Reese's name was nowhere in the top 10, the message was deafening. Louder than her box score on a bad night. Not even a courtesy nod. No, we appreciate the effort placement, just total omission, like the all-star list collectively ghosted her. Still, folks acted shocked. Like energy and swagger were supposed to outweigh stats and consistency. Turns out, charisma doesn't count on the scoreboard, and vibes alone won't punch your ticket to All-Star Weekend.
Now, guys, y'all saw what happened with Angel Reese. It took her 36 minutes to get it. And as soon as she got it, all these records, right? And why can't I celebrate it? The night before, she was just crashing out on social media, talking about all the fans who hate her because she cute, hate her because of her rebound. And then what got to her was the whole me bounds thing, where people are saying that most of her rebounds come off of her shots. Y'all, if y'all watch this channel, y'all have probably seen, her social media take on that night before the game.
If you enjoying, please leave a like and subscribe our channel. This is the same Angel Reese who just last season declared that she was the reason people were watching women's basketball. She wasn't just playing in the WNBA, she was the WNBA. In her head, she wasn't joining the league was catching up to her. But reality had other plans. The moment the season tipped off, it quickly became clear that bringing eyes to the sport doesn't matter much when those eyes are watching you shoot 2 for 11 on national television. If eyes were truly on the sport because of Angel Reese, they're now peeking through fingers like it's a horror movie. Every game feels like a suspense thriller where fans are just waiting, hoping for her to finally snap out of it. Spoiler alert, we're still waiting. And then there's the irony, because while she was busy campaigning as the face of the league, others were out here earning their spot. Caitlin Clark, for instance, got hacked, fouled, bumped, shoved, smacked, and still managed to look like she's playing chess while everyone else is doing TikTok dances. But Angel? She looks like she's still buffering.
And in simple, you'll get a response. And what's this response I get? Let's go through this together like it was in real time. Angel Reese said people watch the WNBA to see her play. Today is a perfect example of why people don't watch the WNBA at all. Okay, so already this is not trending good. Caitlin Clark is out. Angel Reese is playing. Tickets for the game, $3. Okay, that's a joke they run on the Clippers a lot of times. That doesn't really get to me. Angel Reese pulling up the games like it's New York Fashion Week. Oh, this is what she wore to the game. Not mad at that. Everybody has seen Debo Samuel show up to games and play well, and also not play so well. So I'm still a little torn. I don't know what happened. Then I see this, leaving with 4 points and 2 rebounds.
She entered the league with fireworks, confetti, and more headlines than the presidential primaries. But now those headlines are looking more like obituaries for hype. Somewhere between the glitz and the glamour, she forgot that being a pro means producing, not just posing with sunglasses and going viral for the occasional stare down. It means rebounds, assists, blocks, actual buckets, the stuff fans vote for, the stuff she hasn't exactly been dishing out. Let's talk numbers. Because numbers don't lie, but Angel's stat sheet definitely tells a tragic story. Field goal percentages so low they need a step stool, turnovers that outnumber her assists, and rebounds? She's supposed to be the queen of the paint, but lately she's been boxed out, like she's allergic to the ball. It's like watching someone try to do algebra with oven mitts on. And the fans? Oh, they were ready. They showed up. They campaigned. They hyped her like she was the second coming of Lisa Leslie with a social media team. But when the votes dropped, even the most delusional superfans had to squint. Top 10? She couldn't even sneak into the top 15. You'd think someone would have thrown her a pity vote just for effort. Or for that one time she stared down Caitlin Clark during the NCAA tournament like she'd just dropped 40.
Angel Reese needs to be better at basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of Mikan drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wildly famous rebounder.
But all-star games aren't built on facial expressions. They're built on performance, and so far, her season has been a very glamorous flop. Not to mention the drama. Oh, the drama. Because, of course, with the all-star snub comes the outrage, the conspiracy theories, and the dramatic Instagram stories. Some folks think it's a popularity thing, as if Angel isn't one of the most talked about names in the league. No, this isn't about popularity. It's about performance. And when it comes to that, Angel's been playing like she's still stuck in preseason mode. She talks the talk, loudly, repeatedly. but walking the walk? Let's just say her sneakers have barely scuffed the All-Star court. In fact, if she walked into the All-Star locker room right now, half the players would think she's delivering Gatorade. It's not shade, it's just how far her current gameplay is from All-Star level. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about hating Angel Reese. It's about the facts. It's about a player who believed the hype before delivering the goods. A player who thought college clout was a lifetime pass to the top tier of the WNBA. But the league doesn't hand out medals for vibes and social media likes. It hands them out for points, rebounds, defense, and leadership. You know, the stuff all stars actually do.
So even though everybody might think you're the greatest, everybody might be so excited about your performance, you scored 40 points, you come into the press conference, you're like, I guess the shots were just falling for me. Not, oh, I'm the best and none of these motherfuckers can guard me, because they respect the game and they respect the players. The reason so many people don't like Angel Reese is because she's self-proclaiming herself to be something that she has not done yet. She said, I am the reason why people are watching the WNBA. But it's not true. What's crazy is her fans don't even watch her game.
And right now, Angel's greatest achievement this season might just be getting people to talk about her without mentioning basketball. Fashion? Sure. Brand deals? Absolutely. Off-court presence? No doubt. But All-Star? Not even close. Because last time anyone checked, the All-Star game isn't a photo shoot. It's a showcase of talent. And talent, as brutal as it sounds, hasn't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard in her case. So while she may still be bringing eyes to the sport is politely asking if she could also bring a decent shooting percentage with those eyes. Maybe a few double-doubles, perhaps less drama and more hustle. Because the WNBA is packed with hungry, talented women grinding every single game. And right now, Angel's performance is looking more like a TikTok trend that already faded. The league is not a popularity contest. It's not a runway. It's not about who has the loudest fan base or the slickest post-game fits. It's about results. And if Angel Reese wants to be more than just a headline, she's going to have to stop coasting on potential and start showing why she deserves to be in the conversation.
Now, for the wildly overrated and shockingly underrated Angel Reese. I saw on X, formerly Twitter, the other day that Angel Reese was getting bombarded with criticism for her sorry performance in Chicago's 79-52 home loss to Caitlin Clark's Fever without the injured Caitlin Clark. Ah, man. Angel wound up with a grand total of 4 points on 2 out of 7. Didn't shoot a single free throw. Although she did have 12 rebounds, her average, which does lead the league. But a couple of times Angel drove it and flung up just these wild shots from 3 or 4 feet that missed the rim by, 3 or 4 feet.
Until then, All-Star dreams will stay exactly where they are, dreams. Because the only thing Angel's racked up more than missed shots this season is excuses. And just when you thought the All-Star snub saga couldn't spiral any further into absurdity, Angel Reese's highlight reels come crashing through like a blooper reel on steroids. No, seriously, try to watch one of those so-called highlights without cringing so hard your eyebrows try to escape your forehead. It's a cinematic experience if the film was directed by someone who hates basketball and just wanted to make you question the meaning of life. Every so-called highlight play is either her missing a bunny at point-blank range or getting cooked defensively like it's Thanksgiving and she's the turkey. Half the time, she looks confused about whether she's on offense or defense. The other half, she's trying to argue with the ref after fouling someone with the subtlety of a brick through a window. And we're supposed to be shocked she's not in the top 10? People keep asking, how does she even get All-Star votes? Like, is there a secret ballot being passed around in a group chat labeled Delusion United? Did someone build a bot farm powered by missed layups and false confidence? Because it sure isn't based on performance.
Angel Reese. What happened to the Angel Reese fan base? Have y'all truly abandoned Angel Reese? Is the star shining? The star shine dimming on Angel Reese now? Have her own people just left her? Have they forgotten her? Do they no longer love her? I mean, you know, she celebrates mediocrity with the me-bound thing that she thinks that she's just gonna so randomly get. I know people all thought that was brilliant and so forth, and she can make whatever t-shirts she wants. You do know that patents are not just trademarks are not just given. They take 12 to 18 months for approval, and half of them are rejected.
At this point, she could average 2 points, 7 rebounds, and 19 Instagram stories per game, and someone would still insist she's changing the game. This league, man, this league is something else. A comedy, a circus, a reality TV show where defense is optional and media hype is more important than actual skill. It stays a dumpster fire, and not even the charming kind you gather around with friends. No, it's the kind that makes you wonder if the whole building's insured. Every week, there's another player being crowned Queen of the League for hitting 3 jumpers, talking loud, and having a colorful tunnel fit. Meanwhile, actual ballers are putting up 30 pieces in silence like it's a grocery list. And Angel, she's the queen of vibes, the duchess of deflections, the empress of empty stats. The only thing she can do with any consistency is rebound, and let's not pretend it's because of otherworldly positioning or effort. No, it's because she's taller than half the people on the court and camping out under the basket like she's waiting for an Uber Eats delivery. Rebounding is not a skill when the ball basically falls into your arms because gravity's on your side. Yet somehow, some way, she's got fans out here screaming she deserves to be an all-star because she brings energy and represents the culture. What culture? The culture of mediocre stats and overhyped swagger? If that's the bar now, then we're all stars. Let's just hand out trophies at halftime and get it over with. Participation ribbons for everyone.
So it was literally a case of, Angel Reese got in by coaches. So the only players that I would assume are going to get in on, based on that is I think it'll probably be, I think Caitlin will, obviously. Caitlin will get in. And I think it's to pick the starters, I think. So I think it'll be Caitlin, it'll be Fee, it'll be Aaliyah, it'll be Aja, it'll be Stewie, it'll be Paige. Angel Reese is 13th in All-Star voting, lads. She is 13th in All-Star voting.
But here's the plot twist of all plot twists. Angel Reese, through sheer force of attitude, has somehow made herself the victim of a Me Too accusation, filed by herself against herself. It's the most egregious case of self-inflicted martyrdom the league has ever seen. Forget the media, forget fans, forget critics. Angel Reese stood in front of the mirror, threw a pie in her own face, and then screamed, "Look what they did to me." The victim complex is so over the top, it should come with background music and slow motion replays. Every game, every post-game interview, every tweet. It's a melodrama of cosmic injustice. She's not being criticized because she's underperforming. Oh no. In her world, it's because she's too powerful, too influential, too much of a trailblazer. Sis, nobody's out here plotting your downfall. They're just tired of watching you miss wide-open layups like it's a performance art piece. People aren't watching women's basketball because of Angel Reese's game. They're watching because it's become a spectacle, a soap opera, a meme factory. They're watching because of Me Too, she says, but let's call it what it is. They're watching because they can't believe what they're seeing. Watching this unfold is like watching someone try to put IKEA furniture together with oven mitts and an attitude. Confusing, frustrating, and somehow hilarious all at once.
Had lost its new point guard, the great Courtney Vandersloot, to just an awful knee injury. She tore her ACL. That was in the first quarter. That took the life out of the home team and took the quarterback out of the offense. But still, Angel looked pretty sorry, as she often does. Just being honest. I mean, as a post player, shooting a lot of point-blank shots at the rim, last year Angel made only 39% of her shots. Which ranked 50th of 55 players.
Every time she gets minutes on the court, it feels like the coach rolled the dice and lost. Her presence is less game changer and more walking foul magnet. The opposing team sees her enter, and suddenly their offensive efficiency jumps 10%. It's like having a cheat code. Just go at Angel and good things will happen. You could have a career night just by being in her airspace. And let's not forget the off-court energy. Oh, she's always ready with a quote, always has something to say. But when you peel back the headlines, it's always smoke and no fire. There's no substance, no meat. It's all cotton candy. Big, loud, colorful, and disappears the second you actually try to chew on it. Meanwhile, players who are actually grinding, actually hooping, are getting drowned out by the non-stop hype train that is the Angel Reese PR campaign. And honestly, it's exhausting. Imagine working your whole life to make it to the league, putting up solid numbers, leading your team, only to get overshadowed by someone whose main contribution is being tall, loud, and occasionally dramatic. The WNBA has a talent issue, but not because it's lacking talent. The issue is that it refuses to reward talent over noise. It keeps putting players like Angel Reese at the forefront, hoping the personality will somehow carry the performance.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it.
But you can't build a league on attitude and post-game shade. You build it on results, consistency, and actual basketball. And yet, here we are, still entertaining the idea that she should be in the All-Star game, as if the league needs more awkward missed shots and less actual competitiveness. At this point, throwing her into the All-Star mix would be like casting someone who's never held a microphone as the headliner at Coachella. It's unfair to the fans, unfair to the actual stars, and unfair to the game itself. So no, Angel Reese not making the top 10 is not a tragedy. It's not injustice, it's not hate. It's just reality finally catching up to the hype machine. And if she wants a different result next year, she's going to have to do something wild, something revolutionary, something unheard of. She's going to have to start playing better basketball. Until then, keep the fake outrage, the media spin, and the highlight reels of defensive disasters. Because the real highlight will be the moment she finally realizes that this league doesn't owe her a thing. And if you want those all-star votes, you have to earn them, not manifest them through hashtags and hot takes. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.